Why are they the best backcourt in the NBA?
Well, one, they're seasoned. Two, they realize they're hungry. And three, they don't have this ego. That's right-handed point guard and a left-handed point guard. It's already hard to guard anybody left-handed in the league in the first place. But when you got a coach that says, I'm going to be over here drinking tea, go ahead. You got the two guys who look at one another and say, we can destroy these two. And they're going to have the ball, like you said, 80% of the time. That's who I want. Ball handlers who understand the game of basketball, who can put the ball in the basket. And they are not selfish. Because point guards that know how to get assists are not selfish.
You wanted Herm, you want me to
I didn't even introduce Herm.
Well, I mean, this is, we can play bump set spike here. We can do whatever you want, but this one is, hate to go after four-time NBA champion, but.
Well, you like what it looks like on paper, but they haven't played together yet. There's some chemistry going on here. And for us to say that they are better, these two guys are better than those guys at Golden State, I don't know about that.
I know.
Well, how about the guy in Cleveland? LeBron James.
He's by himself.
No. LeBron James.
Kyrie?
No,
Kyrie
and LeBron James. No, LeBron James is a guard. Because he brings the ball. He does everything.
LeBron James is guard to this league.
LeBron James, when he dribbles the ball down the court and everybody's waiting for him to come down there, he's the guard.
Right. He's the old Magic Johnson, but that doesn't make him a good backcourt. So let's don't forget them. They got some guys in Portland that are pretty good. Last time I checked, right? I'm just saying. Now, this looks good on paper. You know what this reminds me of, this Chris Paul deal? What?
You'll like this.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back and give you some nostalgia. You remember back when Earl Monroe went to the Knicks and had to play with Clyde Frazier?
No, I don't.
I do.
And they put Deminger on the bench.
Yes. They had to work it out. These two guys have to work it out before we can say they're the
Can you tell them what happened when they put those two together?
They were pretty dadgum good, boy.
Did they win a championship?
Yes, they did.
Just mention
That's
when
Earl
you put
Monroe and Clyde
greatness
Frazier.
on the
That's
field.
when the Knicks was rolling. I know because my boy Earl Monroe was down in Baltimore to Pearl.
Right.
They moved him up, and everybody, they're not going to work. And it took them a little while, and all of a sudden they figured it out.
You can check out Michael Rappaport did the whole 30 for 30 on it in case you weren't up or wasn't alive when that was happening.
But right now, no, they're not. No, on paper maybe.
Oh, my God.
Sounds good, looks good. Now we got to figure it out.
Four-time NBA champion. Sitting here telling me what woulda, coulda, shoulda, and might be.
Who you like?
On paper. Not this.
Okay, who you like?
CP3 and James Harden, best backcourt in the NBA.
Yeah.
Why don't you just go play fantasy basketball? Why don't you just, like Coach said, just take paper out and, oh, this sounds really nice.
Didn't fantasy basketball just win the title, though?
Yes.
What's that?
Didn't fantasy basketball just win the title?
How about 2 titles? We don't even have to get caught up in Cleveland and whether or not LeBron plays the 2 or the 3.
You agree with me?
JR's
So
there.
you agree with me?
Yes, I agree with you. I tend to think when you have 2 NBA championships in your pocket to start this debate, you're off to a pretty good start. I tend to think that when you've got Steph and Clay in Golden State, I forgot. Let me put everything in my pocket that I got, okay? I'm just going to pick things off the table. Oh, there's an NBA championship. Oh, look, there's another one. What are those 2 things over there? Oh, those are MVPs. I'm going to go ahead and get those 2 MVPs I got. One of them's unanimous. Thank you. I'll take the unanimous MVP. I'm going to put that one over here next to my all-world defender Clay pocket. I'm going to put all that in my pocket, and you go ahead and you have your piece of paper. And you write CP3, and you write whoever
Do I get
else
another
you
chance to explain? All right, let me explain.
Please do.
Please let me explain.
Yeah, you go ahead.
And this is the only time, people, I'm going to do this because I had to go in the jungle to get rid of my ego. So now I had to go back in the jungle to put it back in. I am a 4-time NBA champion.
I know who is.
I played with Isaiah Thomas. I played with Kobe Bryant.
Preach.
I played with Michael Jordan. I am 53 years old and been playing since I was 6.
Tell him.
Besides all of y'all y'all don't even, I forgot more than y'all are going to know.
This is true.
So listen, when I tell you.
This is true. That's a true statement.
When I tell you that this is the best backcourt, because I know how guys are. I've been in the position when you get in. In 1999, I called Phil Jackson when the Lakers lost in the first round in the shortened season, and I said, you're not going to let this happen, are you? He goes, no. I said, you need me on the squad because I live down the street from Shaq. You know what we did? We went in and said, Kobe's going to do this. We brought in Ron Harper. They brought in Ron Harper because Ron Harper was the point guard that knew how to work with people. CP3 is not going there to lose. He's going there to win. So when you got guys that are that hungry and you got a coach who says, hey, listen, we made it to almost to the mountaintop. We need this guy right here. Watch and see what happens. You know what happens when now they get to guard those other 2? I'm going to come back every single time. I'm going to call you, Will, and go, I think they just got 40 a point.
No, you're not.
I am. I'm going to call you.
You're not going to call me because you're not going to win this debate.
I guarantee you.
Maybe. It's like betting on the green slot on roulette. You got 2 of them, but that's about it. I got everything else on the table. Let me tell you something. You have forgotten more basketball than I will ever know. No.
Right.
Yes. You are a 4-time NBA champion. I will, at the end of my career, end up with 0. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
In your pocket.
But as far as I know, along with those championship trophies that they give you at the end of the year and whatever rings you've got and whatever other accolades you've got, they don't hand you a card at the end of that says the I'm always right card.
No.
You don't get that card along with all that hardware.
No, I just get the fact that I won.
No, you
that
do.
Means
you
I'm
get
right.
that. But you can't play your I'm always right card because you're not, and you're wrong on this.
I guarantee you.
You're wrong on this.
I will bet you, literally on television right now, $5.
$5.
Fine. Bet,
I will say this.
By the way, real confident bet.
He'll hold you to the bet, too, because I still owe him $2. Anyway,
I just keep winning bets.
Anyway.
Nobody pays.
Here's the deal. It all looks good, and you know this. It looks good. It sounds good. It should happen, but they got to make it happen. And both of them are high-strung guys. We get that part. I heard you guys earlier. Who's going to play defense? Okay, you know what? Their defense is our offense. But they have to come together collectively now, those 2 stars, and say, you know what? We're after Golden State. Because everyone's trying to be Golden State now. Mm-hmm. That's the rule in the league. How do we beat Golden State? Got to give those guys credit because they weren't stars early.
Right.
They were just guys got drafted by Golden State, and all of a sudden they became stars. They can coexist. Can these 2 guys do that? It'll be interesting to see.
Bet on what exists. Don't bet on what might be. What exists
well, it's
in
no
Golden
fun
State.
if you don't bet on what
trust
might
me, I'm
not
glad
be.
he's here to lose.
Well, come
I
on.
like that. But
everybody's chasing Golden State.
Real matters. Defense matters. Having done it matters. You know, this is like the other day when I said you put Carmelo, D-Wade, Paul George along with LeBron and Kyrie. I love that team. That team doesn't beat Golden State because Golden State is a team.